Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Uncle Lifestyle, and today we are checking out the semifinal boulders from the Summer Smackdown tournament. If you've been watching my channel, then you probably can guess by now that since we're trying them after the competition that I didn't make semifinals. I'll talk a little bit more about that once we get into the climbing. But before that, I do have some more exciting news, and that's that I got some new shoes to try out. That's right, I got the So Will Athletic Bouldering ones in all white. Very excited to try these out. So there are 3 boulders for each category, going from novice all the way up to open. During the actual competition, each competitor had 3 hours to try all 3 of the boulders. I'm not gonna be doing that because I don't have that kind of time and energy. So instead, I'm gonna give myself about 10 minutes each boulder. I'm gonna try them all because there's so many of them and they all look super duper fun. And I'm gonna see how well I can do 10 minutes per boulder. So let's go ahead, jump right on into it.
All right, Summer Smackdown 2025. This year was a great comp, great setting, great vibes. I love Smackdown. It's a great thing to train for throughout the year and finally test yourself to see how strong you've gotten. I'm definitely a pretty competitive person, so the energy really pushes me to try harder than normal. Last year, my goal was top 10. This year, it was top 5. I finished in 7th place, but technically placed 6th because the guy who won advanced got bumped up to open, which raised me into 6th. I mean, honestly, it hurt less when I was in 7th because the top 5 was 2 places out of reach. So to end in 6th, just missing my goal kinda sucked. What sucked even more was that I was exactly 859 points away from making it to semis. And that one green V8 I was working on would have been worth exactly 859 points. I did make a lot of progress on it, but just couldn't quite pull off this end. On the last day of Smackdown though, I spent the whole day at the gym. Got there when it opened, took a lunch break around like noonish or so, and then went back until it closed. I just needed to know that I tried my absolute hardest. And on that day, even though I didn't send any of the V8s, I sent my first V9. And that's what I love about Smackdown. I probably wouldn't even have tried the 9 if it wasn't for the fact that I was seeing a bunch of people that I was competing against also send it. But that competitive urge to at the very least keep up, if not be better, really puts a fire in me to go beyond my limits. And while yeah, that 9 may have been a bit soft for the grade, I was trying another V9 which I made it to the last move on, so I do feel like I'm entering into V9 territory. So when I look at Smackdown from that perspective, I know that even though I didn't place where I wanted to, I am definitely way stronger now than I was last year. My red point went up, I sent every boulder in the category, which I didn't do last year, and despite not sending them, I was able to do every move on 3 of the V8s, and overall, I just placed better than last year. Also, this year's leaderboard was way more stacked than last year. There were even people who placed below me that still sent at least 1 V8. At least 5 people, including myself, sent V9 this year, which is 2 grades above the grade cap for the category. Like, it was insanely stacked. So, end of the day, even though I didn't hit all my goals, I'm still pretty proud of my performance. I've definitely got some training to do for next year. I don't really think I have that much of a chance competing in open, but I also don't know if I can compete in advanced again now with the improved red point, which kind of sucks. Part of why I wanted to try out the semifinal boulders was just to see how I thought I might fare if I did make it to semis, and you'll see how I do on the advanced boulders a little later in this video. But right now, we're on the intermediate boulders, and this intermediate slab is so ridiculously hard. This might have been probably one of the hardest ones I actually was trying. I don't know how to do this move at all. Like, there's no handholds, there's no footholds. You're just trying to go around this volume here, and it's pretty damn bad. And the thumb catch that's on the 15 is backwards, so you're kind of just SOL, I'm not even gonna lie. So kudos to any people who sent this one, because this one was crazy. I think I might have started to figure out the beta on this one towards the end, but spoiler alert, I didn't get it in 10 minutes. In general, all of the semifinal boulders were pretty hard, like even the novice ones were kind of tricky. Anyway, one of the things that was definitely striking me towards the end of the comp and after qualifiers was realizing that I shouldn't be comparing myself to my peers in this sport. A lot of the guys I'm competing against are either like 5+ years younger than me or have 5+ years more experience than me, or both. I'm not gonna lie, after the comp and having this realization, I started to ask myself, am I cooked trying to climb competitively this late? Relatively, I'm pretty young. I'm 28, but I definitely am coming to grips that my body is not as resilient as it was when I was 21. The average age of comp climbers is 23, and many of them have been climbing since they were kids. So this also helped me put my progress in perspective. I started climbing 2 years ago, so honestly the fact that I'm even where I'm at, I think is pretty good. Plus, I'm showing clear progress with plenty of room for improvement. This year though, I got a taste of being able to truly compete, and I think the disappointment of being one send away from advanced semis and the possibility that next year I may have to compete in open with virtually 0% chance of making it to semis has me questioning if there is a point to continue competing. One hand is like, look at how much competition pushes you to get stronger. And the other hand is like, why compete if you can't win? Then I think about all the people who told me they didn't compete in Smackdown because they felt they didn't have a chance in it. And I would tell them, it's not just about winning, it's about challenging yourself to try harder than usual. So I kind of have to take my own advice here. Which kind of brings me back to one of my previous videos where I talk about how competition just makes me stronger. Ultimately, more than I want to win a comp, I want to get stronger. Of course, I'd love to win a comp, but I figured the way I'll win, if I do win, won't be because I want to win, it'll be because I got stronger. So I guess the key takeaway is just get stronger. Keep training, stay humble, stay hungry, sharpen the tech, and then go nuclear next year. No placement goals, just go ham. I will admit though that part of me is kind of relieved I didn't make it to semis. Throughout qualies, I was beginning to notice a finger injury form on my left ring finger. I can still climb, but it was definitely having an effect on my performance. More so from a mental standpoint, fearing that I may damage my finger further, which zapped some of the psych I had to try hard. Of course, had I made it, I would have found the fire somewhere to push through, but now that I don't need to, I'm definitely going to be spending the next few months or so focusing on recovery rather than performance. That being said, I'm probably going to be switching up some of the content here. I want to feature more guests, do some fun challenges, more collaborations, more coaching content, and get behind the camera a bit more. I definitely want to start making some outdoor films as well, so stay tuned for that. Also, let me know in the comments what other types of videos you want to see. I appreciate all of y'all who watch the videos, like and subscribe. Those of y'all who say what's up when you see me in the gym, y'all are awesome. We've been doing this for a little over a year now, and while we haven't made it big just yet, the growth is steady and I'm excited to keep going. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna quit yapping now. Enjoy the climbing. Peace.
I dabbed. I don't think that's it either. Anyway. Huh. Oh. This is hard. It's like so much squeezing. Oh, okay, well, I got the 5. I want the 10 at least. I'm trying to use this. I'm switching on my beta. Jesus Christ. No. Alright. I didn't get to 10. Oh well. Moving on. Okay. Much harder than it seems. Ah, my gosh. This is so crazy hard. Wow. How do you stop? How do you stop on this thing? Oh my gosh. All right. I ain't get it. All right. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm getting kind of cooked right now. These are all way harder than I thought. To be fair, I'm only giving myself 10 minutes to try them, but I feel like I should be making more progress in those 10 minutes than I am. And right now I'm feeling like I'm getting absolutely fucking cooked. We have this last men's advanced, so I'm gonna give this one a shot, and then I'm gonna try all the women's advanced. And then I'm debating on whether or not I even wanna try the open. like I haven't really made that much progress on any of the advanced, so I don't know if I'm gonna try the open today. We'll see how you feel, but in the meantime I'm gonna try this one and see how it goes. All right, this one is like the power boulder of the bunch. Well, I got 5. That's 10 points. What the heck, man? I don't know, bruh. Oh no, bruh. These are so much harder than they seem. No way that's the beta. No way. I'm moving on. Absolutely cooked on the men's advance. Let's see how the women's advance feel. That's actually a much worse starting hold than I thought. Hard, hard, rough on the fingers. That one's like really sharp. All right, hopefully I can at least top one of the women's advance. That'd be nice. Ah, I feel like once I get to 10, this goes. Like, it looks decent. No, no. Ah, I let go. Okay, 4 minutes, 20 seconds. Okay. No. These are all really hard, man. These are hard. Time. Okay, 1 more minute. This is my last attempt. Oh, I got one. Oh my gosh. Sheesh. All right, let's give this one a try. Second of the women's advanced. Looks harder than I actually think I gave it credit for at first. I probably could have held that. I didn't really try hard to hold it. Okay, that time I did try hard and I did not hold it. These women must have been strong as shit. Okay, I think I'm onto something with that. This is what they're asking? All right, that's hard. Yeah, getting it at 25 is kind of scary. That's pretty crazy. Jesus Christ. Okay. Sent though. Thank God I was recording. Jesus Christ. All right. This is the last of the advanced climbs. This is women's advanced 3. Let's see how this one goes. Okay. All right. I don't know, dude. No! It's so hard on the fingers. I'm gonna have to call it early on this one. Fingers are hurting after that last attempt. How much time do I have left? I've got 1 minute left. I'm done. I tried hard. Ow. All right, that's it for today's session. Thank you for watching. I feel like overall went pretty well. I definitely got absolutely wrecked in the men's advanced. I got a total of 10 points. To be fair though, they had 3 hours to try each problem. I only gave myself 10 minutes. So I can't fully quite compare that, but those were hard. I don't even know if having the 3 hours really would have mattered much on those. Those are really hard. I'm happy that I got 2 out of the 3 women's advanced. That felt pretty good, but these were a lot harder than I was anticipating. I didn't even try any of the opens. Like, my fingers are not having it. I don't think I would have done well on those. Excited to have tried these out for the first time. These were really cool. Definitely stay tuned for when I do a review of these. Other than that, thank y'all again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.